I got my boy Stipe, man. Stipe is a good buddy of mine, very tough. He's champion for a reason. But the thing is that, Francis, if he hits you with that one hand, as you saw with Overeem, it's over. He's a very, very big heavyweight. Both of them are big boys. But when you stand next to Stipe and then stand next to Francis, there's a huge difference. But I'm going with my boy Stipe.
Yeah, there's money to be made there. I don't think there's anything to see. I think that Stipe gets him out of there, and he probably gets him out of there in the first round. I am intrigued by it, and I will tell you, of anyone that I know that predicts fights, nobody's worse at it than me. So if I tell you it's Stipe, you might want to get some money out and put it on Ngannou, but I really feel that way. There's a bunch of question marks around Ngannou. Excuse me. He rose up really fast. He doesn't have that experience. I think that experience is a little overrated, so maybe I shouldn't hang my hat on that. There is something to being fresh. There is something to being naive, not knowing what you don't know. Daryl, nobody. Sorry, my little maniac just came in. He grabbed the cord. If he pulls that out, I'm going to lose you. Are you trying to get in this interview, boy? Huh? Are you trying to get in this interview? All right. And he's actually being quiet, so I thought it would be okay with you if I brought him in on this one. Thanks, pal. I just got Stipe, man. Stipe's a stone cold killer. I don't really get it. I don't really get how anybody could disrespect him and say someone's going to go out there and roll over Stipe. Nobody ever has, and you're going to act like this unknown guy is the one to do it, man. That's a tough sell for me.
Oh man, that's a tough fight to pick, but I gotta go with Stipe, man. He's got more well-rounded set. He could take down Ngannou. He can mix up everything, and Ngannou's gonna have to think about takedowns because Stipe presents that challenge. So I think Stipe is gonna get done, regardless of what the odds makers say.
I mean, I can see that like a lot of the casual and a lot of MMA fans, they fall in love with the uppercuts and the overhands. They fall in love with that. But I believe Stipe's like classic boxing and his movement, his angles, and his cardio. We haven't seen Ngannou go into deep waters, really. So, and I think if Stipe gets him out of the second round, I think it's his fight.
Oh, I'm pumped for that, man. That got me so much more excited for this card. That's another fight. You got heavyweights, man. You got two heavy hitters, especially Ngannou, he broke the world record for the strongest punch or something like that, right? So if he touches you, I don't see him. I don't see him hitting anybody. If he hits somebody clean, I think anybody goes to sleep. So if he lands on Stipe, Ngannou wins. If he lands early, I'm gonna lean towards Stipe though. I think his wrestling, he's gonna use his wrestling. If he uses his wrestling, I think he will win. I think he's by let's say TKO.
Stipe's got it, man. This is the fight that Stipe's been waiting for to really shoot him into stardom. Stipe's he's the man. He's like a firefighter in Cleveland, just a stand-up guy, and I know he's got ties with like Weidman, and I'm hoping that I know Volante was just out in Cleveland training with Stipe, and I'm hoping that Stipe, I'll be able to see him before that fight. That'd be so cool. But I'm gonna be rooting for Stipe, and I think once he goes in there and beats Ngannou, that's really gonna, and I think that'll break the record for heavyweight, right? Heavyweight defenses. That's gonna make him one of the best heavyweights to walk this planet.
You got to go with Ngannou just because of what he's. It's hard to pick against the champion, but Ngannou looks like he's just like built in a little pod at the Performance Institute. So he's a perfect heavyweight.
Once again, going with the American in this one. I mean, Stipe's been proving himself time and time again as being one of the best heavyweights out there, and I see him going out there and getting another knockout over Ngannou.
I think actually Stipe, because not many people remember, but Stipe is actually a good wrestler, so you could try like mix it up and maybe take him down and have the battle on the ground and tear him up, and then when Ngannou is not that fresh and he doesn't have that power anymore, maybe he can pull it. So. Maybe I can see Stipe.
Stipe, he's got the gas tank. He's a very intelligent fighter. I'd like to see him move a lot and wear down Francis. If Francis hits him with that uppercut, oh man, his head's gonna fly through the roof just like anybody else. So the earlier rounds, I'm gonna go with Francis, and if Stipe can just be smart and fight technical and move a lot, and put his cardio to use, then he can even win by knockout as well in the later rounds. I think 3rd, 4th, and 5th.